Hi, welcome to Awarsing. On this video, we have two special guests on here for a collaboration. Introducing first, Clari I. Let's play her introduction.
Hey Albert, how's it going? Thank you so much for having me on your channel to ask you some questions.
You're welcome. Glad to have you, Clari I. And the other guest is Ladle, which is audio only, but I have made some cool graphics for it. Alright, let's listen to his intro clip.
What's up everybody, my name is Ladle. I just want to say thank you dude for reaching out and wanting to collab with us. But anyways, I have a bunch of stupid questions for you.
Ooh, stupid questions, eh? It's great to have you on here as well, Ladle. It'll be a series of 5 questions for both of them. Alright, let's start with Clari I's first question.
Which figure would you be most likely to get caught drinking pina coladas and getting caught in the rain with?
Interesting first question. I actually had to Google what a pina colada was. My first figure that came to mind, just to grab him, is Shorter from Band Presto. Maybe because the fire will keep me warm while drinking in the rain, and ice will keep my drink nice and cool. And also love pineapple. So this sounds like it could be an awesome time hanging out. Alright, next question.
You know, I like shiny things, so my first question is, if you could have one of your figures look like it was made of gold or diamond, which one would it be?
I also like shiny things too. We have to be this Gohan figure. If I chop the piece just then, it's really quite glittery and shiny already, but to have this all covered in gold and be super shiny, that would be really awesome, especially metallic golden finish. That would be incredible.
Question 2, do you have any figures that you regret buying, and if so, why?
There have been quite a few figures that I regret. One from that was mentioned was a Sasuke, but there's been more to add to that list. Let me describe them. It's probably this Cloud figure. It's more an action figure. I'm just really unhappy how hard it is actually to post this, as well as I have quite a few Cloud figures already, so I feel like this was almost unnecessary to buy. It was nice to add it together with my other Final Fantasy X remake figures.
So if you've ever seen the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks, he has a volleyball named Wilson and he talks to it to stay sane. So my question is, if you were stuck on a deserted island, which one of your figures would you want to keep you company?
Let me describe that figure. It is Senku from Figure Out Zero. Picking this figure mainly because he has a flag, great for playing around in the sun, I guess. And also Senku is a man with science. Maybe this figure can really inspire me to make some really great tools on the island and has a lot of sharp edges, so I can really use that to kill stuff, I guess, for food. As well as Senku is just a real inspiration for never giving up hope on the wisdom and knowledge of humanity. Also, just a really nice figure to look at as well.
Question 3, which would you consider to be your biggest grail figure, or the grail figure that you're hunting for the longest?
I do have another grail figure that I haven't mentioned before. It's actually the Samus Aran. This is a Figma, also action figure. I missed the chance when it was on sale. Also missed buying it on Facebook Marketplace when it's second hand. So I guess I'm still keeping an eye out for that one. In terms of anime characters, for 1.5 and Arcane. I really regret never buying those. Ladle.
My next question is, which figure in your collection would you want a 1-to-1 scale of? And I'm curious if you're gonna pick a waifu.
Sorry to disappoint, I don't think we have an anime waifu. 1-to-1 scale figure. I'm back. Maybe a 1-to-1 scale. Maybe if there was an extra large or pop-up parade out front, I think I would be pretty happy. But 1-to-1 would be pretty incredible. Maybe it would be great for guarding my figures.
Question 4, on a rainy day, which is the figure that you find yourself looking at the most?
So I'm thinking hard about this one. I think it was the Benimaru one, where Yoko is currently being displayed. Mainly because the Benimaru one is such a tall figure and so expensive too. So I do stay out and wonder, did I really spend that much money on a single figure?
So you know how pop-up parades have a colored hexagon? If every single one of your figures had to have the same base, what would you want it to look like?
You mean you don't want all your figures to have this colorful pop-up paperweight stand? I definitely would not. Actually, my most favorite is, I just need to grab it. In terms of price figure stands, I'm really loving the Tyco ones. Just that really nice design, thematic with the character. Man, if the band pesto did something like this as well, it will really make those band pesto figures pop. But so far, I have Jujutsu Kaisen Tyco and I'm loving these. If you have been enjoying this video so far, please give it a like. If you'd like to see what questions I asked Clari I and Ladle, please stay around to the end for the link, as well as available in the description.
Final question. Do you have any figures or collections that you specifically are looking to collect? And what are some of your rules when it comes to figure collecting?
Yeah, I think generally I just like to collect the entire collection of something, which Pride figures will offer so many different characters. And that's generally I have tried avoiding the same character from the series, but with YouTube I have been getting the same character. Also, I guess with budget as well, I do stick to the more lower end, and then with a higher end, maybe I'll get one of those every 6 months or less. I'll probably go for more the character than the actual figure. If the figure looks really cool, I might pick it, but if it's a character I don't really like, I probably won't be buying that figure. I hope that helps. Alright, on to the final question from Ladle.
My final question is, how has being a collector on YouTube influenced your own collection? Has it made you buy any figures that you probably wouldn't have bought if you didn't do unboxings? Have you ever bought a figure because someone in your comments recommended or talked about a certain figure?
It's a big yes. And to elaborate on that, I definitely have bought way more figures than I would have otherwise bought if I wasn't doing YouTube unboxing. So much more. And definitely been a few times where I picked up a Sega SPM prize figure from a recommendation or a suggestion from the comments. So I'll probably cut back a little bit more on purchasing too many figures just for unboxing. Mainly because I really need to start making room. Most of the figures I probably would have liked to bought, but with having a channel, I have bought it so that I have I guess having a YouTube channel has really given me a sense of purpose of buying this figure, because I can show it to you guys, let you guys know if it's worth buying or not. There's been really some really great questions which got me thinking. Let's hear the final word from both Clari I.
Thanks so much for having me on your channel, Albert, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.
No worries, great to have you, Clari I. Have an awesome week.
Once again, thanks for doing this, and I hope you had fun answering my questions.
I certainly did have a lot of fun, so thank you so much, Ladle, for submitting those questions. Thank you so much for being the main organizer for this collaboration. It is definitely something I wanted to do more of, collaboration with other anime figures YouTubers, and we're excited that you guys were the very first ones. Please consider checking out the other 2 videos from this collaboration. So I have here Clari I's, where I asked her 5 questions as well, and Ladle's, where I also asked him 5 questions. Alright, thanks so much for joining me for this collaboration and watching to the end. Alright, see ya, bye.